Hey everybody, what's cracking? It's Paul with I Like to Paint Minis. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching my last video. It's the most views I've had. I've had over 1,100 views. Tons of subscribes came from that. I know people are following me from TikTok and Instagram, either fans or people that want to learn, or just enthusiasts that are just like me and how we all learn from each other. I also do apologize. It's been over a week and a half since I posted anything. I was traveling for work and I got super sick. So I'm back, and I thought today's video I would do my top 5 mini companies or miniatures that I purchase or I print, or whatever it may be. So we're going to rank them, from 5 down to 1. So we'll start off with, I really love different types of 3D miniatures that are out there that are printed. You can get these anywhere. You can get them from My Mini Factory, Etsy, Patreon sculptures on there, friends that you know. The creativity and the limited for the people that make their own STLs, it's insane. It's on limited styles of different paints. You can go out and Google it, look for it. My Mini Factories has so many different companies out there that make 3D printed miniatures. So I thought I'd show a few that I've purchased and I still need to paint. And of course, my desktop is cluttered with these things, so bear with me. So let's start off with this. I showed it in my last video, but my friend in my D&D party, Bruce, he printed this up on his 3D resin printer. I mean, he took it from the 28mm and blew it up. It's awesome quality. This thing's gonna just soak up the paint. And I like it bigger too, because I can start to get more of the detail that's in there. Resin printing is amazing. It's a messy job. You got to be careful with it. I do it too as well, but it's definitely fun and you'll enjoy it. Let's look at a couple more here. I got these from a company out on Etsy. Can't remember the company's name now. I apologize, but I got these for when we do, or with someone, do the Curse of Strahd. This guy's an organ grinder, and where's it at? He's got a monkey somewhere. I think it's coming over his shoulder. Either way, look at the detail on this one. Look at the detail on this one. Hopefully it's zooming in for you guys. Oh, this is the guy that's got the monkey. Little monkey right there in the corner. I want my banana. He wants your soul. Let's go into a bigger sculpt of a 3D resin print. Now this one I haven't started yet, and of course you have to put them together. But check out the face on this. Isn't that awesome? The detail, definitely, this person was doing it right. Pretty big. It's probably gonna be a 72mm miniature. Let's see if I can get her head popped in the right place. Yeah, she's gonna have a bow, and she's gonna be stringing that up and taking you out. So it's gonna take me a while, but I like, this is a bust, right? A bust category. Almost busted her ear. Gotta be careful there. So let's go down to number 4, and this is where I started, is WizKids Miniatures. WizKids number 4 on my list. They're super accessible. You can find them pretty much in any of your hobby stores. You can find them online, and they're pre-primed. Depends on how deep you get into the hobby. If you just want to start painting and test the waters, I suggest go with WizKids. They're very inexpensive. They're great for RPGs, especially like Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinders, quick projects. They don't have the sharpest detail, but they definitely have it where they make it enjoyable and affordable for you. And you can get good quality out of them depending on how you want to do it. And I love it really, want to say, for like terrain and things. They're really awesome, right? So here's some WizKids for a terrain set. Now I painted this. You can buy them pre-painted. I don't like their paint work. That's just me. For each their own. If you don't want to paint and you want pre-painted miniatures, WizKids is one of them. And number 2 on my list, I'll talk about theirs too when they come up. But you can definitely have great detail. Some miniatures you can't find. Maybe you have a quick campaign. You want a horse, a draft horse. Someone's coming out of there. A Triumph. This is something I did a while back. Now the base didn't come like this, of course, but that's how I painted it up. Definitely awesome miniatures. Let's show one more from WizKids. And I apologize for the sniffling in the background. And I'm telling you, also, you know what's great for is if you're doing videos and you're trying to teach someone how to paint, inexpensive to test paints on these miniatures. Also, maybe trying to knock out a new technique in a fast paint job. for a party that's coming up, and you need to get D&D, and you're like, oh man, I forgot that balut, or I forgot that wizard. You know, I need that, something like that. Definitely good stuff. And then one that I still enjoy painting, and I do jump to these miniatures every so often, depending on how I want to paint or what type I want within those areas. So at number 3 is Reaper Miniatures. They have a variety, ton of characters and options, great prices. Their Bones line is beginner friendly, and their metal line is awesome. If you haven't heard me in past videos, I love metal miniatures, especially the old ones where, and I have a previous video you can watch it on here. It's called Mama Said Don't Put Lead in Your Mouth, or Put Metal in Your Mouth. But once again, these are miniatures that are go-to for learners too, or even experienced painters out there. Reaper has a miniature con on this, and tons of people come there for painting contests. But these are one I want to go to. I want something cool. I want to practice, knock something out. But definitely great detail. I mean, look at this this Sophie, the Dungeoneer. Great detail. Maybe this one will show you a little bit better. This is from the Reaper Bones line. I showed it on a previous video. A rabbit. Come on, a rabbit with a crossbow. You know, they're like forest folk. Definitely awesome. And let me show you one of their metal line. So it's kind of small, but hopefully you can see it in the blister pack. This is their dark line. Definitely, they're awesome. Metal miniatures are so cool. I don't know why people don't paint them more. I think part of it is a lot of metal miniatures, they have to be pinned, or people have to put them together, and it takes some time. They're also worried about the paint chipping off. Well, if you varnish your miniature correctly, sometimes the metal won't chip off. Guarantee you they're one of the miniatures, when they fall off the table, they won't break. All right, so now number 2 on the list is Archon Studios. I want to tell you, these guys produce crisp, sharp, awesome sculpts, terrain that's out there. And they are also the other company that I mentioned earlier that if you want to get some pre-painted terrain, I think they're doing the miniatures now too. I don't know for sure. You want to check out their website, but they're actually doing pre-painted, and it looks pretty decent. It's not for me, not that it's not good quality. I got into this hobby because of D&D, but also because I want to paint. And I've mentioned in other videos, it helps with my stress or anxiety or just wanting to have fun, and also teach others about painting. But I'll tell you, man, their terrain, for me, I used it in one of our D&D campaigns, and I'm pretty sure the group loved it when we did that campaign. It's sharp, it's crisp, it's easy to paint. If you guys also watch other hobby channels, like, I guess a shout out to Uncle Adam, he definitely loves their terrain. I know he had a recent video that he said that their sculpts are really getting there. They're getting crisp and clean. And also for the quality and what you get and the quantity, it's super inexpensive in my mindset. It's more bang for your buck. So I'll show you a few miniatures from their line. Maybe that one that's painted as well too, like I did the other. And don't ask me the names because I can't remember the names of these guys. But look at this. The quality of the paint, of the miniatures, right? Definitely details. There's some parts that can be questionable, like the number 1 on the list that could break easy. A lot of detail to put these together. Let's take a look at another one. There we go. That zoomed in. It's got these birds on here, man. I want to say he's like a scarecrow. Definitely awesome. I mean, just look at the detail on these things. He's like he's on his post, but he's coming down to get ya. I forgot the name of this one too. There's so many different names. It's probably because I buy too many miniatures. But look at this. And then you got in his base, all the souls lifting him up, giving him the power. I have the power. Another cartoon, another show. Definitely great detail in their miniature lines. And then, I mean, the paint takes to them so well. And now the base didn't come this way in the terrain part of it. But this is one of my recent busts or bigger miniatures that I did out of their line. I mean, just look at that. It's super awesome. And their terrain's the same. Their bar scenes, their castles. Let's show you one more from this line. And so is Simple too. Look at this guy. You guys saw me paint him on the channel in one of the videos. Totally awesome. I mean, the way the paint takes to these things. And they make stuff as simple as, if you need terrain, I got your back. I got a boat. Right? Great detail. Even the grain of the wood. I enjoy it. And also, you know, if you guys want to make comments of miniature lines that you like, that are your go-to, maybe your top 5, do it. Post a comment in here. Tell me another miniature line that you'd like to see. I'm going to list 5 more at the end of this video, or talk about them that I like, that I think, you know, are my go-to and are super awesome. So let's get to number 1 on the list. If you guys have already known it, you're pretty much, if you're in this hobby, you're addicted like me. Number 1 is Games Workshop. Dude, you can say what you want about the cost, but the sculpts and the consistency is definitely top tier. And even though I complain, I keep going back for a reason. Because the crispness, how sharp they are, the poses, dynamics, and things that are in my head. I think the biggest thing is, you know, I don't really do out of the 40K line as a lot of people. I'm probably more into the Age of Sigmar, and just how they nail it. But my favorite in their line is, man, you guys have seen the videos. I love me some Skaven, right? There's something about Skaven. So let's take a look at a couple of their miniatures, and we'll wrap this up. So as we're talking about Skaven, let's see if this comes into zoom. This guy is rad, man. Check him out. Cross-stitch scars on the arm. I mean, look, it's all like this, man. It's just, I can't describe how much I enjoy painting Skaven. I do all the different types. Big, large, small. I think most of my Warhammer now is consistent of, or Games Workshop, is anything that's Skaven. Or I don't have it all, but I try to find it, right? And here's some smaller ones that I just recently built. Don't know, I'm gonna put these guys together. But, I mean, come on, man. He's got, oh, I can't get really into zoom, sorry. But he's got these tanks on his back, right? And this mask. Oh, man. I want to see him in his nightmare. I usually don't purchase miniatures twice, but I have. This model right here, Celestia. Someone correct me in the comments. I know I'm wrong, but this model is awesome. I think she came with one of the box sets a while back. Dude, this one was awesome. I just bought this one separately by itself. It cost me like 25 bucks. Someone already had it put together. They did a decent job putting it together. But here's the one that I painted. Dude, this got me so entrenched, right? Yeah, I made some things on the base myself in those areas. But dude, this model is kick ass. I mean, look, dude, there's a squirrel in the tree. Come on. Doesn't love a good squirrel. Let's look at a couple more of their models since they're number 1 on my list. Check this out. This so much reminds me of like those guys in the Lord of the Rings or Lord of the Rings characters. Dude, this is awesome. Yes, Games Workshop is pretty pricey. And I'll give you an example. So this one I haven't opened yet because I have quite other few. It's the, what is it, the Dark Column Chieftain. Look at that. I mean, the artwork probably gets me locked in too, but I know that's not reality for me, but that's okay. I've learned that over time. So this one probably comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 pieces or something like that. This model right here was $35, right? One model, and you can probably get a 12-pack of Archon Studios miniatures, 35 bucks or 12 bucks or whatever it may be. But the quality of the miniatures, super kick-ass. And of course they tank the paint very well and very satisfying to paint. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Those are the top 5 miniature companies that I like, that are my go-to. I will have 5 more at the end that you can see or I'll talk about. But once again, it's the top 5. 3D, there's 3D prints on this list. There's WizKid, Reaper, Archon Studios, and Games Workshop. It's all over the board, you say? For me, it's not. It's definitely something that's great that's out there. So I want to thank you thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time on What's Cracking with Paul and I Like to Paint Minis. Have a great day. Oops, almost forgot. I'll tell you the other 5 companies that I like. So, and they're definitely affordable, and you probably use them yourself. War Games Atlantic, Dark Sword Miniatures, super detailed sculpts, Mantic Games, North Star military figures. This also includes like Frostgrave, Rangers, and Shadow Deep. Frostgrave miniatures, great because you can kit bash with those, do whatever you want. And then there's Mantic Games, but another company I like too, and because they have great metal miniatures. Check out Checkpoint Miniatures. They're out of the UK. Once again, it's Checkpoint Miniatures. They have great miniature models from the Dark Age to military or whatever you're looking for. Definitely reasonable cost and friendly. Might be harder now because of some of the tariffs and the shippings, but otherwise they have a kick-ass line of miniatures. So thanks again for watching, and talk to you soon.